Balance point. This seems to be something that still is misunderstood by some people, so let's quickly break this down. Now, a precision rifle that's made to be shot supported off of something is not balanced correctly when it's balanced at or just in front of the mag well. Not sure where this trend came from or why it still exists, but it doesn't apply to a rifle that's made to be shot supported. For an object to be balanced when supported by another object, the center of the balance point of the object that is supported needs to align with the center of the object that it is being supported by. Now, in the case of a precision rifle, that means that the balance point needs to be in the center of the bag for the rifle to be balanced correctly. So, medium bag, 8 inches long, that means your balance point needs to be 4 inches in front of the mag well for the rifle to actually be balanced and not have front heavy bias or rear heavy bias and wobble when you're firing the rifle. So for example, the balance point's about here. Let's throw it on there and we'll see that's where the balance point is. Why is this important? Well, your rifle's natural point of aim will settle on target quicker when moving between positions. Whatever wobble you have on a barricade will be more neutral instead of rearward or front biased. And most importantly, you will have less muzzle rise because again, the balance is neutral. How do you achieve this? Well, for a start, take out whatever weights you have in the rear of the rifle. You want the rear of the rifle as light as possible because weight in the rear accentuates muzzle rise and brings your balance point further to the rear, which is not what you want. You want the balance point 4 inches in front of the mag well for a neutral balance point. So consider heavier contoured barrels that have more weight forward of the stock or chassis, which will bring the balance point further forward. If you're happy with a heavy rifle, you can use weights to achieve it, but if you want a lighter rifle that still balances really well, you're going to have to do it mostly with the contour of your barrel. Consider taping weights to your rifle, your barrel, so that you can find out how much weight you need and where it needs to be to achieve a balance that's neutral when it's on a bag. And then you can structure your new build or your current build around that. So this is important because having a TMB, for example, is great. It fights muzzle rise, it fights recoil for you, but if your rifle isn't set up properly, then it doesn't really matter if you have the best gear because it's just going to accentuate muzzle rise and it's going to accentuate recoil because you're constantly fighting the rifle. The rifle isn't neutral. So get your rifle set up correctly, and then because you're not fighting it anymore and because you have a TMB, you got the best gear, you're going to do better at matches because there's going to be less resistance. You're going to be working with the rifle instead of it working against you.